3 margaritas. I'm going to put it in my puss.
Okay.
Wow. Now we're getting somewhere. Now you've scored. You're getting laid, but 3 margaritas.
Welcome to the Chip and Cern Show, the podcast about everything and nothing at the same time. They were possibly separated at birth, only to be rejoined to create the sweet sounds that will caress your deepest cochlea. The show is real, random, rant-filled, and ruthless. Please be warned that the show may hurt your feelings, offend your grandma, and even kick your dead dog in the balls. So get ready, and let's get this shit started.
This shit has started. I'm Chip.
I'm Cern.
And you were listening to the Chip and Cern Show.
Yes, once again. Or possibly for the first time.
Somehow. Well,
somehow.
Yeah. We, Cerny, you know, I mean, the Cerny Sluts and the Chipmunks know we're what you call tastemakers. You know, when we, if there's a trendy movie that comes out or, you know, a banger, a summer smash hit song, we know we got to turn you all onto it. And I think we got something red hot on the hands right now.
Hot off the wire. It's getting into summer. We got an anthem of the summer. That's what I'm hearing.
Nothing says summer like a margarita or a nice fresh bevy. Nice refreshing
margarita.
Now, this we'll give you a little bit of backstory to this. This meme song that we're speaking of, called the Margarita song, is there was some sort of video going around of a woman in her...
Sinister Cindy is her name. I looked her up.
I
did a little search.
You did a little research.
Yes.
Nice. Okay. So
first time ever.
Sinister Cindy was doing... She basically had a PA and a microphone, and it looks like she's at like on the quad in some college campus or something, right?
She's like, she's doing the message. It's the Ho No Mo Revolution. I don't really know. She encourages students to follow the Christian God and the Ho No Mo Revolution.
Oh, so don't be a ho no mo.
Yes.
Okay. So she's out there, and the video that I saw, like, someone's clearly watching her. She's kind of in the quad, and there's hundreds of college-age men and women there listening. And it starts, and it says, if you give 1 margarita, she's going to open her legs. And
she, like, screams, like, open her legs!
Yeah, and this is a 65-year-old looking woman who's, like, just looks like a fucking spinster, for sure, right?
Yeah, yes.
And she's like, open her legs, and everyone's like, yeah! You know, like,
I know, yes!
I'm like, you realize the fucking audience you're talking to is a bunch of drunks who are horny drunks.
Probably 100% horny, everybody in that audience.
Oh, yeah, 100% horny.
And I'm going to say 50% have got to be drunk.
Oh, for sure.
At that moment in time.
And then she goes on and she says, at 2 margaritas, she'll like pounce on you.
Oh, she'll pounce on your penis.
Pounce on your penis. And then the crowd cheers again because this is getting more exciting.
Let's get a little ride here.
And then it goes to 3 margaritas, and the 3 margaritas is she's going to put it in her puss. She's going to have vaginal intercourse with you. And then met with even louder. Like, the screams are ratcheting up with the margaritas. So 3, you're going to get laid. 4 margaritas, she's going to...
But I like how she's in the video, she's like, then after, and then she's like doing the drink thing. Like,
yeah.
And they start counting 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, this video is, you gotta see it. And yeah, so she drinks back 4 margaritas, and the crowd's chanting 1, 2, counting along with her. She goes, she's going to put it in her ass, and she bends over and like kind of like does the fake invisible dildo up the ass thing. And I mean, you would have thought it was like Michael Jordan Game 7 of the finals, like with the shot, like everyone just went crazy.
Yeah!
And then she went back and she slugged down a 5th of these
fifth
margarita,
crazy.
And then she said, and then she'll fuck you in the ass. So she'll do some pegging.
She'll put on a strap on and peg you.
And peg you.
Yeah!
Still met with a ruckus applause. But, and I was, I've lived in San Francisco for 10, 12 years. I've seen all sorts of crazy things like this. So the lady herself wasn't that crazy.
They used to go to when we went to Sac State. They were out there all the time.
It's a really interesting. I mean, you and I were business people. I got to think their conversion rate from like impression, like somebody hearing their word, the message that they're trying to get, to actually converting, it's got to be pretty low. I think, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna think, especially in that kind of an atmosphere.
Like zero?
The only people they actually probably get to quote unquote convert are someone who already follows the guidelines.
They're just re-signing.
I think in their mind, like, I've saved a youth, but I would be willing to bet they probably all have already follow the rules or have those type of values.
Yeah, that's
everybody else that just wants to live their life. I'm gonna say it's zero.
It has to be zero. Like I don't see how, even if you're you're not you're whatever, you're on the fence about, well, should I have sex, should I not, and then you're like looking and you're like, well, this lady's sounding really crazy.
She's screaming,
and then there's everybody else who seems to really like fucking. I don't know, but that's just me, maybe. So this sort of clip of this what was her name again?
Sinister Cindy.
Sinister Cindy makes the rounds, and someone turns it into what we're calling the smash hit of the summer.
It's got to be
called One Margarita. It's a banger, and
it's catchy.
It's catchy.
Can't stop playing it.
It's got. I could start playing it. I don't know. You can't hear it though. That's the weird. Can you hear that?
No.
Yeah, he said, "Give me some tequila. I'm going to give you some head." Okay, here we go. One margarita. Open my legs. Okay.
Yes.
So far, this matches up with real world experiences involving margaritas. I'll just say. 2 margaritas, give you some head.
There we go.
Nice.
There we go. Now we're talking.
Now we're talking. 3 margaritas, I'm going to put it in my puss.
Okay.
Wow. Now we're getting somewhere. Now you've scored. You're getting laid, but 3 margaritas. That's a lot also. That's a lot of margaritas.
What size margaritas? The goblet sizes or just the tumblers?
Yeah, maybe keep it a short one, because if you had 3 of the... Hopefully not those margaritas where they put the Corona upside down.
Man, those are dangerous.
If you have 3 of those, you're instead of being head, you'll be dead.
It might knock me down, let alone.
Yeah.
My wife's lightweight.
All right. So 3 margaritas, gonna put in her puss. 4 margaritas, I'm gonna put it in my tush.
There we go.
Just talking. One more. That's all it takes. Just one more margarita to take it from the P to the A. From the V to the A.
Now 5 margaritas. We're gonna have some fun.
5 margaritas. I'm gonna put it in your bum. Wow.
See, when I heard the remix first, and I was like, oh, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
5 margaritas. Are you going to me? But then when I saw the original where she got it from, I was like, okay, now that all makes sense.
It all makes sense now. But we'll put it in there, so when you're actually listening to the show, it will all make sense to you. But sounds like a hit.
We were playing, so I was playing it.
It's too good.
I played it for my wife first.
Big fan?
First, I was met with an immediate eye roll.
Of course.
But then I noticed I could hear it in the other room after a little bit.
Oh.
I was like, so I come in there and like.
Did she try to turn it off real quick?
Well, she's like, this song is too catchy. So then Jeffrey was in the room and he's like, he's like doing his head thing. He's like, and then he's like, wait, what is she saying? I was like, she's about to talk about having a good time, baby. That's all you need to know.
Gonna put it in my puss. I mean, I think you can skip, like 1 margarita is a good unlock. I would say that's a good on the try to get laid path. Margaritas is a pretty safe bet in my 5 though.
I saw like people are making their own videos. Like there's this guy walking in, like his wife's like laying in bed and she has like 5 empty margarita glasses. He's how many margaritas you have? 5? I'm sleeping on the couch.
Of course, it's getting the meme treatment as everything tends to.
There was another one I I lost it before I could send it to you because I refreshed by accident.
Oh yeah.
It was like Sinister Cindy. She's like, oh, it was like the title was like, I feel attacked. And it was like, all you guys do all day is look at the porns, whacking the wiener. I was like,
Like, yeah,
I feel attacked. I feel attacked.
Why are you personally coming after me? Oh, the Sinister Cindy. She's gonna definitely be on some more radio shows here coming up. I'm
yeah,
sure
she like I saw her. She
her.
like clipped this like the remix and like put some sort of like Bible verse over top of it. Others spreading the word of the devil or some shit. I was like, oh man.
She's that's gonna be a tough one to counteract the wave of.
She's got to create a catchy song. That's the only way that
I would
she can
embrace
combat that.
You need
yeah.
So you need like a virgin, like a cool virgin song.
If there ever such a thing is, then yeah.
Well, do you remember when there was? I'm sure they still exist, but those like Virginity Rocks shirts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think I think I still seen it around sometimes. I was like, what the hell?
So they try to make it like a thing that if you're a virgin, you kind of rock one of these shirts. But it did sort of catch on. Like I would see it at schools.
Yeah, I remember there was like some club at our school. Remember they had like rings or something. It was something weird. I remember
like
too. That was like
purity. I think that's a Mormon thing. I thought.
Well, our school.
Oh yeah,
had
that's a good point.
Fair share percentage. So I think you're right about that. But yeah, it was something weird. I was like, huh, okay.
But yeah. Whatever. So
for his own.
Yeah. No, whatever. But
I just don't the need to go out there and preach your values like that, with a bullhorn.
Yeah.
Fucking quad. It's like, okay.
It's like, do you listen to anybody with a bullhorn shouting at a mass of people who aren't really paying attention? Low conversion rates overall. I would think. I would have.
Yeah, especially when I remember in Sac State. I remember this one because you were quite confused and actually engaged with this one. Remember, they stopped us and said that we were going to hell because we were sports fans.
Oh, and
fornicators. And I remember you stopping going, what? What's it? Sports fans?
Because we had a baseball hat on or something?
Yeah, I think we had like Giants hats on or some shit. I remember you going, what? And they were like, you're going to hell because you like sports. And you're like, explain that to me.
Like, where is this?
And they went the whole idolizing false god.
Oh,
like
okay.
This is back when the Giants sucked. So I wish there was a little more godlike action.
I wish there was a false god to idolize on the Giants at the time. That's hilarious.
It's Barry Bonds. Where's number 25?
He's being blackballed from the Hall of Fame. Well, I had a run-in today. So my wife and I, one of the great things about working from home is like, it's like, oh, you want to go out and do a little 10-minute walk, like just walk around the block, 10 minutes, get some sun, stretch the legs. Like so many studies, this is all good, blah, blah. So we go out for a walk and we're coming back and there's two separate groups that we pass of old ladies. And when I say old, I'm saying 65 plus. And they all have bags and they all kind of have like a little, like a binder folder. And I'm like, I know what they're doing.
Good coming from that group.
I know what they're doing. They're going around and they're either like Jehovah's Witness or something. So they're talking to kind of one of my they've engaged with an Amazon driver who's like, double parked, and they're kind of talking.
Time crunch.
I'm like, dude, you have to piss in a water bottle. That's how under the fucking gun you are. But you can talk to try to like be a Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah.
So we're like walking up to the house. I'm like, fuck. And I think, oh man, we haven't had to deal with these door-to-door people because COVID for so long. So it's kind of been nice. And I'm like, we got, we're trying to keep it quiet and everything at the house. And I'm like, let me go on our doorbell, you can put it on silent mode. So it rings on the outside, but it doesn't send it like an hour. So I put it on quiet time. And I saw him walking up, and my wife goes, "Oh, they're coming up. Be,
everybody down."
That the wife knows the real. She's like, "Be nice." I'm like, oh, because I see him, and I'm like, "Oh, I'll handle this. I'll handle this." So I go by the door, and I hear the doorbell ring from the outside, but it doesn't happen on the inside. I'm like, okay, nice, because the dog's gonna go crazy barking,
Yeah.
And I'm like, maybe they'll just catch the hint and leave. Like 1,000, 2 1,000, and then I get the door knock. Then the dog fucking starts barking, and so I'm like, now I gotta engage because they're gonna keep going. I open the door. I don't even step outside. I like open the door, kind of like half my body's outside. Like, oh, hi, I'm Jenna, and this is Sheila, and we're going around, seeing if you'd be interested in learning more about the Bible, and I'm like, no, thanks. And she continued talking, and I just about faced and just like, shut the door. I'm like, no, thanks. So hopefully I'm on some do not disturb list. But that's got to be low conversion as well.
I don't even. Yeah, there was one. Maybe I shared it on the show. I was out front, actually working. Like,
I think you've told this story before.
This guy came up with his daughter, and she was probably like 8 or 9. And they had like the pilgrim looking dress and like the weird
wow.
And he was like, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm like, "Good." And I was like, then I started walking away because I was like, I don't really want to.
Yeah.
He's like, "Hey, have you thumbed through the Bible?" I said, "No, I have not thumbed through the Bible." And no, I don't want to thumb through the Bible. He's like, "Well, is there any kind of do you see the world today in any kind of reflections in some of the passages in the Bible?" I said, "No." And he goes, "Well, would you?" I said, "Listen, no, I don't want to because he's got his little girl in there, so I don't want to tell him get the fuck out of here." But I said, "No, I'm good, thanks." He's like, "Well, I'm gonna leave this flyer." I said, "No, I don't want it. Don't just
flyer."
No. He's like, "Oh, okay, thanks for your time." I was like, "Yeah, okay." And then I was out front, and I wasn't thinking about it. They just went to the next house over to go harass them.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, you got to be fucking kidding me." And I started doing that. I was like, "Can't take a fucking hint." God damn it.
That is.
I did one of those. And,
yeah.
Of course, I got immediately corrected by the FCC, a.k.a.
the missus.
She's like, "What's wrong with you?" I said, "Well, good. Then you should know that this is the house of the Satan, and don't come back."
Yeah, Satan's penetrated deep in here, so Satan's got 5 margaritas on this house.
It's begging me right now.
The not taking the hint thing is real fucking annoying to me because I'm trying to be nice, right? Like I don't need to be a total dick. I could be a total dick to these ladies and yell at them or whatever.
Not at the gate. I don't want to do that.
Yeah,
but I'm doing I guess what they're told. I mean, I'm not going to be, like, get the fuck off my property. Not doing any of that kind of weird shit. But after a while, I said, no, I'm a good. But then he opens he has like bookmarks. He's like opening it up and he's going to thumb it through. I said, no.
What's he going to start? Oh, like he's going to take some time to
read
drop a couple verses on you?
Yeah.
Couple
I'm
passages?
carrying a ladder, dude. What do you think? I'm going to stop, put the ladder down, and sit down and have you explain it to me? I want to know.
Like, who's taking him up on this? I'm sure he gets the people that are like the opposite of us. They just have to kind of engage with somebody like that, and we'll kind of hear him out and stuff. But how much time can you sink into the?
I wonder. Like, I always know. Like, I wonder why. I assume it's just so they can get more attendance, so they can collect more money at the end of the day. Realistically,
yeah, I mean that's what they're doing.
Their own crusade, but oh, come on.
And with the kid too.
Yeah, I know. I was like, wait a minute, don't even. If she came up here, I'd tell her no. don't even think of it.
Yes,
don't think you're gonna bounds. No bounds.
And also, like, how bad for the kid that your dad's fucking dragging you around to this. My kids won't even go
Sunday morning.
I can't try to convince my kids to like go to Target. They're like, well, if we go, can we get ice cream? I'm like, no, ice cream just doesn't. It can't happen like every single day, just willy nilly, like multiple times. And this guy's dragging his kid around like door to door in the heat, trying to read him Bible verses.
Oh, we went out to dinner the other day, and the boys were like, "No, I'll just stay here." I was like, "Really?" Shit, when I was a kid, I was the first one in the car.
Yeah. Interesting.
Like, nah,
times have changed.
I'm like, okay. Cheaper for me.
Sounds like a date night then. You get there, you're like, 2 margaritas, 2 margaritas.
Wait, we're missing. I'll just roll their tab into the margaritas.
Yes, there will be no cost savings on this trip, but we will take a few pictures of margaritas.
Just go into my gullet.
The margaritas, those can get a little out of hand if you're not careful.
Oh.
I mean, especially if you're not trained up on the drinking.
Oh yeah, there's rookies galore. I can see it.
Oh yeah, try to go straight from 0 to 4, just pounding 4. They're like, I'm gonna get the tush tonight. Let me just try to load in 4 margaritas to my.
Let me just burst your bubble. If someone hasn't been drinking, and then you pour 4 down. You pour 4. They're passed out. You're dragging them into the bed.
There's no, the tush is you dragging their tush up the stairs because they're fucking KO'd.
Slumped over your shoulder.
Yeah,
fireman
probably puking down the back of you. Yeah, that okay. Well, Sinister Cindy, I'm sure we'll see her around, but I think this song probably gonna be on the charts soon. Harry Styles, and then the Margarita song. Right
there you
underneath. Go. That's what I'm thinking.
Harry Styles.
That's my prediction. Did you see he's rumored to be the halftime show for the upcoming Super Bowl?
Where is the upcoming Super Bowl?
I don't know. I'm sure we could figure it out somehow. But do you think he's... I'd equate him a little bit to kind of like a David Bowie type character, like kind of androgynous, doesn't mind, wearing more, what some people would say is like feminine or women's clothes or whatever. He like rocks dresses and shit. He's definitely pushes the boundaries. These NFL people, if they're getting upset about a Bud Light can.
It's in Vegas.
Oh, the Vegas Raiders.
That's right. I forgot about that. It is in Vegas, yeah.
Do they have a new stadium, or it's going to be finished up this year or something?
No, they got a new stadium. They
got a new one.
A couple of years. It's a nice stadium.
Nice. The A's are running into trouble with their...
I know.
It's getting stalled.
The A's. They're just trying to get the brand new stadium, and they're still going to... That owner... Manfred needs to step in and just take the goddamn team away from him.
Yeah. There needs to be a forced... It's bad for business, and when I say it's like bad for the product and your product
brand.
being baseball,
brand.
If you have these fucking anchors wearing you down that in huge markets, the Bay Area, that's a huge market.
He's going to try to move them to Vegas, which is like, I think they said like Vegas was like the 41st, when they ranked the markets, they're like ranked like 41. Oakland's like number 6 or some shit like that.
I don't know what. And then if this guy's so rich, why does he have to get taxpayer help to build a stadium? He should be able to do his own thing.
They were in like the top 10 of profitable teams last year.
Well, they have to be. They're like operating expenses. Barely anything. They're penny pinching on like paper towels and toilet paper for the bathrooms.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. They just... they're so bad. Well, they beat up on the Pirates yesterday. I think today too, but...
Wow, on a hot one. Really on one now.
They're just so bad. It's like... I don't even know if that's a AAA team out there.
They should do it like, in soccer, and like, the Premier League every year, like the worst 1 or 2 teams from the what would be the majors goes down, and then the top other teams move up. So there's constantly like cycling around. So the A's, River Cats are a pro team now, and some AAA team. That would be pretty cool, I think.
I wonder how that would work for the farm system, though. It's like...
totally fuck it up.
The Giants need to call up somebody from the River Cats. He's playing against them. Just walk across the field.
Just go in through the clubhouse tunnel and then go and come up outside the dugout. That'd be... baseball, I guess with the minor league system, it kind of, you don't really need that. But the A's aren't contributing to exciting baseball.
Their attendance is horrid.
Oh my god!
And the way they police the crowd out there, it's like, what the fuck are you doing?
I seen that.
Sit down. It's like, what, there's not a soul in sight. What are you talking about? Sit down.
I think I saw that clip too. They're like, this guy's like zooming in. He's like, look, they're gonna tell this guy, and he's leaning against the rail, and I'm not joking. In the entire 3 sections around him, there was not one person.
Not a person in sight of the camera. Besides the lady walking over there, go yell at him, and the 2 dudes standing there talking to him.
Yeah, to go sit down or something.
It's like, really? Oh, who am I impeding? Traffic?
Yeah. And they kind of don't let you... I'm not saying you buy like the $5 ticket and you can sit behind home plate, yelling at the umpire, but if there's plenty of space now and you want to move up and get a cooler low seat, like who are you hurting? You're not hurting anybody on that.
Yeah, I know.
But they don't.
Victimless crime.
Yeah, they don't allow that either. But I don't know.
Hot off the wire here. Hold on a second.
Oh.
Did you see the Braves game yesterday, or at least any of the clips?
No.
So they're playing the Mets.
Oh.
And Pete Alonso, so they hit a 2-run homer, and then they hit another 2-run homer. Pete Alonso said,
Throw it again.
Throw it again, yeah.
Okay.
Please, throw it again. So then they blew the lead, and they were saying it back. So now, hot off the wire, my dad just texted me, take a guess who got hit his first at bat, and now needs X-rays on his hand.
Oh, man.
I just texted. I said, Alonso. He's like, bingo.
Uh-oh.
I think his comment was, I don't think he wants that pitch shown again.
That's a good one. He was doing a lot of humping. Did you see those clips of him?
Mr. Humper, yeah.
He would like get up on the side of the thing and literally he's giving it all he's got.
Giving it
a couple good strokes.
What drives me nuts? Kyle Schwarber. They celebrate that guy like he's Jesus Christ that's taken left field. And he's batting $171.
Oh my God! What's he on the Phillies now?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's that big old dude on the? He's just.
Brew.
Yeah, he probably weighs 340. What's that dude's name?
You're talking about the Mets.
Yeah.
Danny Burgers. Vogelback, yeah.
Vogelback. That dude's a fucking unit.
They're like, it was like they do this thing where it's like, Danny Burgers is up the bat. And like, he's 250 pounds of pure cheeseburgers. He looks like he's on a beer league softball team.
He does. He certainly isn't what I would say is an stereotypical athlete.
From, Milwaukee.
Oh, that guy's pretty. But there hasn't been a lot. I would say the last big baseball player would be your Cecil Fielders or, like
Rowdy Tellez. That's the guy I was thinking originally.
Oh,
he's from Elk Grove.
Oh, Elk Grove, huh?
He is a big dude. There was a thing.
How big is he?
I don't know what he weighs. He's 6'4", 270.
That's a big boy.
And he was at second base, and they like picked over at second base. And he slid back, and he told the pitcher, he's like, I think he said, "What the fuck are you doing? I'm fat." That's what he said. The pitcher started laughing. He's like, "I'm fat."
Yeah, this guy's not swiping bags left and right.
No,
and wasting, especially in this era of limited pickovers.
Yeah, you wasted one on him.
You're wasting one on that?
Just in case there's a base hit, he was gassed. He couldn't, because he had to dive back. He couldn't make it to home, I guess, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good. Yeah, get him gassed from having to be agile and dive back in. Who was the last? We got Cecil Fielder. Who was the last like big, really out of shape?
The pitcher threw that perfect game. Wells.
Oh, David Wells.
David Wells. Yeah,
he
Bartolo
was.
Colon. Come on, you can't forget about
okay,
Bartolo
big sexy. That's true. Pitchers, I feel
big
like
sexy.
Big sexy. That's right. Pitchers, I feel like you get a little bit of a pass because you're really only working like 1 or 2 days a week.
Yeah, and you got
like a position player. position player. Was Mo Vaughn? He wasn't.
Oh yeah, he was a big guy.
Was he? I remember he had that weird stance.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Dave Ortiz was pretty big too.
Yeah, I guess CC Sabathia was also he was pretty big back in the day. But
he's shredded now.
Yeah, he's what did he go like vegan or something?
I don't know. I think so, something like that.
Interesting. Did he probably had the diabetes, I would think.
He was pretty big.
Yeah.
I think he's like 6'8", so he had to be like 3 something.
Oh, for sure. And he's Vallejo guy, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Nice.
Angel Hernandez critic.
He's what?
The Angel Hernandez critic.
Oh yeah. Who is it?
That guy fucking sucks. Remember he said that in an interview or some shit? You can find I don't give a fuck. He sucks.
I did see some clip that was like Angel Hernandez's most fuck it calls ever, and it was just like 10 of the worst fucking strikeout calls that were just
those clips were like fucking Javi Baez clips, and it's like him swinging at one that's like 8 feet in the dirt. Those make me laugh every time.
I know. Okay, now that I know you like them, I'll start sending them.
Okay, I always forget to send them to you.
Yeah,
I sent one to my dad because he thought it was hilarious. But
so good.
Those make me giggle every time I see
those. Them. So good, just like
and the music that plays with it is just.
I love how the umpires are getting roasted properly, as they should, but with no repercussions. So I guess they'll be fine.
So Angel Hernandez isn't in the. He umpired the Giants game, like the first.
Oh yeah, I heard he hasn't been
since.
Interesting. He hasn't been in it even now.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen him. I know he had like maybe an injury or something, but he's like basically disappeared off of the face of the earth.
Wow. Maybe there is a God.
And he is not an Angel Hernandez fan.
No, he's not. It's like, I know your name's Angel and all, but that's not really gonna.
It's not
gonna get you too many points.
Was it Lucifer was Angel on point? Was it?
Yeah, it's a good point.
I thought it was. Remember he sued baseball because they discriminated him because he's Hispanic.
What an embarrassing turn of events for him too.
First off, it's the wrong sport, I think, to be pulling that card.
And I mean, he clearly doesn't have the self-reflection abilities to understand.
No, it's not like your scorecard was perfect. If it was like he was. Calling 99% right, then fine. But this was like in the 80s.
I know. And so basically what happened with that lawsuit is that the MLB's like, well, actually, here's all your performance reviews, and you've not been doing a great job.
Yeah.
You've not been doing a great job. And that was just like they had to put it out there because he kept going with his discrimination thing.
Yeah, that was weird.
He was like, I was passed over for the World Series and all these other
pass over someone to do better.
Yeah. Do better. Well, at least Joe West is out of there, and hopefully the umps have been on a fucking tear this year with the ump show, though.
Yeah, they've been. I mean, there's actually some good umpires. Obviously, you don't hear about them. Yeah. You know what? It's probably one of those those jobs where it's like
unsung,
I probably should know your name. If I know your name, you probably suck.
Yeah, we don't pay. We're not slugging down $17 beers at AT&T Park to watch the umpires call balls and strikes.
No, and give somebody a quick hook for something, because they gave you a side eye.
Yeah,
because you called the balls in the dirt. They gave you a side eye. Said what the fuck, and then you're out of here. Wait a minute, what?
They are getting really soft. I wonder if they're probably all colluding. Like, oh, we gotta nip all this bullshit in the bud. And we just got to quick triggers, just tossing left and right. I see Aaron Boone's been tossed like a million times already this year.
Yeah, I know. He's
every other day. Every other day he's going in to get he's getting hosed. He's getting ran by some umpire.
I saw some of the John Boy does the best with.
Oh, he does.
Like the lip reading when they're arguing back and forth with the umpire. Some of it's too good. I'm just fucking helping you. It
is. I would love. I mean, obviously they can't do it because it's too much, too risky. But if they had him mic'd up and to hear I would pay $10 a month just to have like the explicit version. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing when they have like, it drives me crazy. Like the first time I saw where they have like a player mic'd up in the middle of the game. It was like the playoff game. It was Oakland, and this is back before they really took a turn. Where they're playing the White Sox, and they mic'd up the center fielder Liriano, and they're like, "We have him somebody mic'd up," and I was like, sorry, one second. So they had him mic'd up, and I was like, that is the worst idea. Because first off, he's trying to play a fucking game. He has somebody talking in his ear.
Right. And
then on top of that, I was like, you're going to hear
a hot mic, dude.
Yeah. And dangerous. Then it was not like maybe like 3 minutes after a shot in the gap, and he's like running, he's like, oh shit. And he's like running. It's like, he turns around, he's like, oh, he's a fast motherfucker, and he throws the ball, and they're like, oh, I'm sorry, folks, we didn't. I was like, what do you mean? I mean,
you didn't
have him on delay at least.
Yeah, there's got to be. Where's the producer on that? You got to be running at least a 1 or 2 second delay on that one.
That's the craziest thing. I'm like, what are you guys doing? Just there was a Giants game this year where they like went into the dugout like with the camera, and they're like, I can't believe what kind of fucking horse shit, and they're like, they cut away real quick. I'm like, yeah, no.
Or they pan in there and some guy's just fucking like digging, scratching his brain, like digging his nose or throwing a huge dip in or something. Those are always the good ones.
Yeah, too bad they don't have what's his name? They have ripping heaters.
Oh, Jim Leland down.
Jim Leland, ripping heaters.
just on the bench.
I gotta send you this story. Ryan Dempster was talking, and he was in Detroit. Said they're getting their ass kicked like 16-4. Yeah. And some of the dudes like cracked a joke, and he started laughing. And he said he was ripping a heater, and he got pissed, and he threw it down, and then walked away. And he's like, "Oh shit, we're screwed." He said they came in there, and he's like, "The next time we're getting our asses fucking embarrassed, and if you want to crack jokes, you pitchers, all of you out here so fucking fast, your head's gonna spin." So then he said he left. Ryan Dempster's like, "Oh, I was getting up," and the guy's like, "Wait a minute, he's coming back." And then he kicked the door open. It's like, another thing. And then he's like, he said he did it 5 times.
Oh shit!
And then
he just kept coming back.
Yeah, he said the last time he's like, "All right, guys, I'm done. I'm gonna go into my office, have a whiskey and a cigar, and if I come out and there's one of you motherfuckers sitting here, I'm gonna call the police and say that there's someone impersonating a Major League fucking baseball player." They're like, nobody showered. Everyone just got their shit and left.
They just left. They're like, I'll just, see ya. A whiskey and a cigar. I guess he wasn't feeling quite enough lung issues with the ciggies, so he's
still alive too. You think of all the people, he's still alive.
He's still alive?
Oh yeah, he was just on some fucking. I think he works for somebody as a consultant.
Oh yes, yeah. CSN Pittsburgh area local.
Well, I think he works for the team. I think it's either the Brewers.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I guess they're chief executive talent, whatever it is.
Some made up title. Yeah. I saw Pujols just got some title like assistant to the commissioner's office or some, something like that. So it's just some throwaway title. Let me see what I'm like. Remember when Pujols lied about his age, and we're just like okay with that all of a sudden?
Yeah, I know.
He's okay. MLB hires Pujols as special assistant. He's been named special assistant to Major League Baseball Commissioner Rob Manfred. Will focus on player relations with his native Dominican Republic, the league announced this morning in a press release. Oh, he's also going to join MLB Network as an on-air analyst across multiple programs.
Oh.
Okay. How much do you think that job pays?
I don't know. I was just thinking about that. I was like, he's probably just like the new age Bobby Bonilla. He's just going to collect the check and.
Yeah, what's his Pujols? I mean, he made plenty of fucking money.
Oh yeah, that contract the Angels gave him. Oh yeah.
Yeah, where's Oh my god. Okay, here's some of Pujols' in 2004, so his 4th year, he started in 2001. He was making league minimum. Then he made $7 million, and it only went up from there. His last with the Angels, he was making 25 million, 26 million, 27 million, 28, 29, 30. He was 41 making $30 million. And then he played the contract he had with the Cardinals, he made $2.5 million. So his career to date, $350 million.
I'll take that.
So he doesn't need the money. So how do they, what are they, just $1 million? Or they just give him like 200,000? How much do you pay somebody?
I'm going to say it's like 250. It's got to be somewhere around there.
Just like, here's 250 and he gets, it's just like some joke of a job thing.
Yeah, he gets to be
right?
the face of, whatever.
Yeah. He doesn't, money doesn't seem, he's all set on that.
He's a likable guy, so everyone loves him.
He'll be fine. Plus he had his...
I don't think Pete Rose is going to get a job like that anytime soon.
No, I don't think so. Pete Rose was... Didn't he... Pete Rose doesn't do himself any favors with his endorsement deals. Like, didn't he sign with like DraftKings or one of these like gambling sites? I'm like, dude, you can't... I don't know. What do you... I don't think it was DraftKings, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Probably should have steered away from some of that stuff, but yeah.
Oh man, I don't know.
That's a good gig. I gotta find myself a gig like that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Get a fat contract like Strasburg and then get hurt. Collect that sweet check, send it home.
And DeGrom, he's out for the whole year. He's got getting Tommy John, I believe, right?
Yeah, I know. That guy is like he's electric when he pitches, but you're gonna get like 8 games out of him.
8 games. Couple starts. He's good for a couple starts. He would drive Leland going crazy. Okay.
So, throw some at a dog.
Oh, he's on the 60-day IL. He only had 2. He only appeared in 6 games this year, 30 innings. Yeah, that's tough. Oh man, yeah. Since 2020, he's been on an injury kick. He won the Cy Young. 2 years, 2-time Cy Young winner. How did I not know that?
The guy can throw
on the Mets.
He throws like 101 or something. It's just I don't know if his arm can handle it.
Yeah, apparently not. Let's see what's his salary situation. He ain't hurting. $40 million a year this guy's making. Jesus Christ. Oh, wow. Yeah, he has a great deal with the Rangers. He's making $30 million this year, but he's done. His year's over, but he's got $30 million in the bank. Then next year, $40 million, then $40 million.
Oh wow. Boy.
That's some serious coin. A lot of margaritas you can buy with $40 million.
It's a lot.
2 margaritas gonna
that's
put it in my puss. Put it in my puss. I can't get that song in my head. It's just like constantly, it's just looping in there.
I know it does. And then it makes me have an impulse to go watch it again.
Yeah. 4 margaritas gonna put it in my tush. It's a banger. That's what we do here. We bring you the heat at the Chip and Cern show. Yeah.
Anthem of the summer. Everybody.
Anthem of the summer. It's going to be blaring from your Bose speakers. Your Bose.
I wonder what the neighbors would think if I start just...
Yeah. Like, oh yeah, this song's cool. And they're like, they start listening like, huh? But yeah, 4th of July party, we're saying Margarita Machine.
There you go.
That could get
4 drink minimum.
4 is the floor and the ceiling on drinks. There's no 4 and you're done.
You're cut off. We're cut off.
Yeah, you're cut off right there. 4 margaritas, you always have a little bit of a whiskey dick too, potentially.
That is true.
Then it could that's
it work against you then.
Yeah.
Like, but no, I've been undone by my own doing.
I out margaritaed myself. I got him done. I did it. Out margaritaed myself, but You know what would look really sharp this summer while you're out lounging by the pool is a nice Chip and Cern Show hat. And we'll just give it to you.
Just email us at chipandcernshow@gmail.com. And we can send it right out.
Right in the USPS Postal Service mail.
There you go.
We'll send it right over. And, if you're feeling real sporty, go on iTunes and throw us one of those reviews on there.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. I don't know.
Review,
Do we even have a review?
I mean, however you consume your podcast, just throw a little review out.
Oh, yeah. It's a little Spotify, whatever you do. We know everyone's a little bit different, but anywho, I think that about does it for this week. Let us know how you're getting on with the Margarita song and how many margaritas it inspires you to get down.
Get down,
tell
dirty.
us what you tell us. You tell us what margarita it is. But until next time, I'm Chip.
I'm Cern.
Cheers.